everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of 40 Something and Fabulous in London. I'm Inez Roberta. On today's show, we've got shopping, dating, and some seated chair exercises. This week's show, I gave a review of some of the more traditional dating sites out there. Today, I'm going to look at some alternative dating sites and video virtual dating as well. For those of you into rock music, any kind of rock, heavy rock, light rock, you like a bit of Bon Jovi, or you're more into your Black Sabbath, then rockpassions.com is for you. It offers dates, relationships, and even marriage opportunities for those who are into rock music. So that's a really good one. It's totally free, and they have a section on the website that gives you dating advice as well. So that's Rock Passions. If you are into travel, if you want to share experiences, find travel buddies, and even find love, then Your Travel Mate is the site for you. Meet, travel together, and discover new places in the world whilst doing so. It is a site you are open-minded enough to travel with other people. Also in this category, you have your singles holidays as well. So there's special organisations that are set up just for people who want to travel as a single and maybe meet other people, even just as friends. So a friend of mine did this, and she went on a trip to Ethiopia and met the love of her life. So it is possible. Think about that if you are someone who is interested in travel. If you're into your fitness and sport, you might want to try Fitness Singles. Now this site has over 2 million people and is dedicated to those who love an active lifestyle. So if cycling, running, the gym, any type of sports or fitness that you enjoy doing, then this is the site for you. You will find like-minded individuals who are just as keen as you on keeping a healthy lifestyle. Now, a friend of mine has spoken to me about the problems with dating. A lot of the time, if you're going on several dates a week, and a lot of the time you could be, if you're really looking for someone, it become quite expensive, even if you're not paying for everything. It becomes almost an expensive hobby. So what about things like virtual dating, video dating? Now during lockdown, this has become a more popular option. Sites have actually sprung up as well. Now it's hard work being isolated and in lockdown, especially if you are on your own. If you want to connect with others and have some conversation, then Lockdown Singles has set up a website that is purely for lockdown, for people to meet during these difficult times. So that's one to look at. You can sign up for free. I'm sure there's other features that you can end up paying for, but the sign up process is free. So why not give this a look? It's ideal for this current time. Now, if you want to engage in some speed dating but don't want to leave the comfort of your own home, then virtual speed dating is the perfect choice for you. Now, they set up different nights of the week online with different age brackets. So you can find yourself in any one of these situations where you have between 10 and 15 dates and 4 minutes talking to the person. So I guess you're taking between 30 minutes to an hour for the whole process. At the moment, they've got a special offer on where it's only £10. So do have a look at that. That's Virtual Speed Dating London. Also know that in other cities around the world, they are doing the same thing as well. So that's Virtual Speed Dating, which I'm sure would be great fun. And the good thing is, you don't have to spend any money or waste more than 4 minutes of your time. Joined me last week, you'll know all about my Red Rose guy, who was a guy I met on the internet, on Craigslist. I should have probably known better, but it was many, many years ago. We'd met up, he'd bought me lots of things in Selfridges, and there was no asking for anything in return. It was a very odd situation. And when I sent him a message to thank him, he had asked if we could go again. But please don't thank him, and could I be nasty to him? Now, all my friends were really intrigued about this and said, look, it's in a public place. There doesn't seem to be any risk involved in this. Why not give it a go? They were all excited to hear the story. So I agreed to meet up with him again, and we met up in Selfridges, and he had asked me to be nasty to him. So
So we were walking along and he said, could I walk behind you and could you be telling me, stay behind me, carry my bags, etc. So I ended up walking along and turning around and saying, stay behind me, carry my bags, do this, do that. And then picking up a dress that I really quite liked. It was about £250. And then sort of marched him up to the till. And I had to keep a really straight face. The cashier said, how would you like to pay? And I turned and I said, he's paying for it, he's a waste of time, he's absolutely useless, get your card out now, pay for my dress. And it was the most weirdest experience. I took my dress and he said, thank you very much, and that was the end of it again. So by this point my friends were saying, oh, you're in a great situation here, but it just did feel a little bit odd, if I'm honest. And you know, I just knew by this point that this guy was very, very quiet, very, very timid, wouldn't harm a fly. Just generally a really nice guy. We sort of sit and drink coffee and have conversations. He worked for a high profile bank. Then he said, would I let him clean my flat and give me £300? I just thought this was bizarre. So I said, okay, but I made sure that one of my friends was with me in my flat, so she was in one of my rooms. And he arrived and said, I'm going to get changed into my costume. I'm going to leave the next part of the story for next week because what happened next was quite hilarious. Join me next week for the third part of that story.
This week I've been out and about shopping, and I'm really pleased that some of the stores that weren't open before have started to reopen. So last weekend we went to Dunelm, which is the homeware and furniture store, and picked up some great bargains. A lot of their products are now half price, so really, really reasonable there. If you're into your candles, they had lots of these lovely tinned candles. This one's Fig and Cassis, really nice smell. We've had it on for a few days. It's a wonderful scent for the whole room, and it was reduced to £1.25, so that's Dunelm. So they have many candles there in really good price. You probably can also find them online as well. Now next, I went to Asda to do some shopping and decided to have a look at their homeware. And there I found this wonderful cushion. Now this cushion is fantastic for the summer, sunshine season. You can put it on your bed, or you can put it on your sofa. And this was only £7. If you can imagine, if this was in a store such as one of the top department stores, you're looking at £20 upwards. So really good deals on the cushions in Asda in their homeware department. Next up, I went to Wilko to pick up some bits and pieces, and they are having a half price sale on their garden accessories. Now this is not a garden accessory in my mind. I could quite happily have this in my retro collection in my living room. This is this wonderful flamingo. It stands really nicely, and it was reduced to £4. So if you're a flamingo lover and that floats your boat, then there's an option there for you. And finally, back onto Sainsbury's. Their two department never ceases to amaze me. I went when there was 25% discount and got a couple of pairs of shoes I want to show you. Here are these lovely yellow sandals. Now I really like saltwater sandals, but they are £65 a pair. Now these are wonderful. They're really, really comfortable. They have a nice little heel there, and they cost just £14. I also got 25% discount on that, but I don't think that offer's still on. Look out on the website for that, or just go in, have a look in your local Sainsbury's if you can find one of the bigger stores. Secondly, I haven't really taken them off since I got them, except for today when I'm just taking them off now to show you. But these are incredible. They're flip-flops and they're completely elastic, so they're really, really comfortable. And these were only £8. I got them for £6. But do have a look at the website. So they are my shopping tips for this week. Obviously, next week we've got more of the other stores starting to open up again. So I'll be looking at what sales are on and keeping you posted on that. Well, I've had a couple of requests from friends and family to do some seated exercises. So these are exercises that can be done on a chair or on a bed for people who are slightly older or people that are less mobile or just want to take it a little bit easier. So we're going to start off just seated with our legs together, kind of towards the front of your chair if possible, feet flat on the ground, and you're just going to start by mobilising, warming up the bottom half. So you're going to stamp out, out, in and in, out, out, in and in. So you're just warming up the hips, and as you do so you can start to take the legs a little bit wider. And then when you've done a few and you feel like the lower body is warmed up enough, you can hold it centre, and then you're going to start just lifting one leg up and down. So here you're really working the quad, so this muscle here, lifting the leg up and down, and just doing a few on each side, just working that muscle just above the knee, between the knee and the hip. And then from here you can lift the knee and start to flex the foot, bring it in, keep it off the floor, and again you're really working into that muscle. It's a little bit more difficult, this one, because you're having to really engage the muscle a lot more because the foot is off the floor. So again, let's try a few on the other side, just flexing. And just keep the knee nice and soft when you're doing this. Keep everything nice and relaxed and try to keep the posture nice and straight. So that's just that exercise there. The next one we're going to do is to take the legs wide, keeping the feet slightly turned out. From here you're just going to stand up and then sit back down again. And stand up and sit back down. And as you stand up, squeezing, zipping up through the inner thighs, and then sitting back down. And again, standing up and sitting down. Squeezing the bottom as well when you come up. So that's just a nice easy way to get used to using the chair. Okay, so what I'm going to do is using my trusty jars of pasta sauce. Again, for this you can clench off this and use no weight. You can also use light hand weights if you have them. So we're going to start with the legs slightly apart, the knuckles facing forwards, and all we're going to do is lift the hands middle, high, out to the side, back. Middle, high, out to the sides and down. And again, middle to a high V, side and down. Middle level shoulder height, take it to a wide V, take it to the side, bring it down. We can then reverse this as well, so it's really working the arms here. Take it to the V, bring it down, and back here. Take it to the sides, lift V, bring it forwards, and down. We'll do one more. Side, V, middle, and down. So I call that one the chair circle, because you're almost going in a circle there with the arms, and you can go one way and the other way. So choose your exercises. You can combine some of the first exercises we did, add this in between, go back to a leg exercise, come back to this exercise. Or if you'd like to use some of our other exercises, look back on the previous weeks as well. I'll be doing more exercise next week. Well, thank you so much for joining me again today. I'll see you next week for episode 16. Take care.